Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. All right, for those of you who are new or newer to the channel, it is always my intention to bring in the most powerful message, the most needed message. So I ask Spirit for that. I don't decide. I just allow Spirit to always decide what they need you to know. So these are always general readings. So take what resonates and toss the rest. If it's not for you, leave it out here on the board. It's for someone else. Is there anything else before we get started? I feel like I have to just give all my spiels now. So I guess that's good. All right, Spirit. What do we have for the collective? Okay. On its side. Okay. Four of Wands on its side. So there's a question about it. What's the question? Is it going to happen? Is it going to become stable? Is it going to become a thing? We have the Two of Cups here. So this is just the very beginning. This is the meeting. This is two hearts starting to share with each other, offering a cup of love. And this would be coming together and creating stability and harmony, and I want to say could be a very solid union into the future. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What do we need to know? Is it going to fall down? Is it something I can't see? I feel like whomever I'm speaking to feels trapped to, I was going to say situation, but it's not a situation. It's not a specific soulmate. It's an energy. I wanted to say an energy of the past as well. It's like you're afraid history is going to repeat itself. I don't feel like you're taking into account all that you've learned through your trials and tribulations. You know, what's the reason we have history books for, right? So we can look and see what has happened. So we try not to repeat it, right? Doesn't always work, but at least we have the tools necessary to see with clarity. It's like what certain actions lead to, right? So I kind of feel like in the same way, it's like you're afraid. Please ignore my stomach growling in the background. I'm getting hungry this morning. I just feel like you know how hard it was to go through the experience that you did where everything fell down, everything crumbled. It was something that you wanted or something that you really bent over backwards for. It could have been a certain relationship. It could have been a friendship for some. But I feel like whatever that situation was, you felt like you got the short end of the stick, right? It's like you just didn't get what you should have gotten for all that you put in. I feel like no matter what it was for you, you put your heart into it. Yeah, and then it took a while for you to find your peace, right? You put all that effort and energy in and started reaping the benefits of the work that you put in for yourself, right? It's great. You got to the point where you're very responsible for yourself, your emotions, what you're creating, the direction you're going in, right? And I feel like it's knowing with this card when it's time to cash in on all that you have worked on, right? These grapes, they're ready for picking, right? And I feel like you're a little nervous about that. It's the same thing in your life. It's like this opportunity is to love and give love and to receive love. It's for reciprocity, the beginnings of new experience. And it's like, I don't know if you're holding back, maybe giving a smaller something than you might normally if you hadn't had that tower moment in the past. I just feel like you're not doomed to repeat this pattern over and over again. It's like you're not doomed to always be the one who falls to the wayside, right? While someone else comes out on top. I just feel like it's a mindset, and it's stuck in your heart. It's fear, right? It's fear, and you're allowing it in some ways to drive you forward. It's like it hasn't fully stopped you from seeing what's good and what's exciting and what's new, but it has stopped you from fully giving to it. And I feel like in that aspect of things, it's just as dangerous, right? It's just as much of a blockage as a mountain would be in front of you, right? It may seem small, but if you're always only giving bit by bit by bit, this person may get tired out of kind of waiting for more to come. It's like you won't be giving as much as they're giving, and the pattern will follow through, cycle through. It's like you'll get less of this person, right? So I want to say heal that, because then they'll go off and do the same thing. I hear do unto others as you'd want to have done to you, right? I do believe that's a Bible thing. So it's like, I just kind of feel like if you want good and you want solid and you want true and you want more, you have to be willing to give those things as well. You have to be able to, it's like, I want what I can give, right? It's like I know what I have within me and I'm willing to offer that. And I feel like you have to throw maybe a little bit of caution to the wind if you really want this to go somewhere. So this can turn into the upright and become that solid Four of Wands that you're looking for, right? It's just a little thing, really. It's saying, I'm going to give it a try, right? It's like knowing that it could go either way. It could turn into a tower. This person could be like the other person, or they might not. They might have something more to give. They might actually want to, give and receive equally. Oh, we've got something falling. Yeah, Two of Wands. And where's the other one? Let's see. And the Page of Pentacles. So solid offers, giving something solid. Two of Wands. It's making the choice. And I kind of want to say knowing what you want in that world there, seeing it very clearly, manifesting it, knowing which direction to go in. I just feel like, you're passionately moving forward. So you have a choice, you have a choice. You could allow the fear to keep you from, I heard the fear of striking out to keep you from playing the game, and that's basically what this is. You can overcome this. This is your opportunity to overcome this. I just want to say not everyone is like the past person. I know that's really hard to step out of that fear when you've had a really traumatic experience or a really rough experience where someone just did not treat you the way you deserve to be treated for the love that you were giving and the kindness that you were giving, the attention that you were pouring in, right? So I get that. It's not wanting to step out on the other side with nothing again, right? But I feel like if you don't try, you will literally never know. The fear will win, right? The fear will dissuade you from experiencing the sweetness of what could be. Or you can choose with this Queen of Pentacles to nurture it, to really give it a solid foundation to build upon. And that involves two people really kind of cultivating in the same garden here, right? Look at that. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the person coming in is looking to build something solid with you. And I feel like, it would be like you in the past, it being switched. It's like you gave the fickle energy. You couldn't make it last. You couldn't give like someone needed, right? And that would be the way it would look to this other person, because they're coming in the energy that you want to be in, but you're maybe just a little afraid to step into again, right? It's part of you. It's not pulling outside of self to become something different. It's there. It's just been covered over by a little bit of fear. Yeah. Put the energy and effort in. It will grow. I heard exponentially. So the High Priestess, follow your intuition. I feel like there's parts of you that really can feel that this is the right type of situation to give to. Yes, sometimes we feel like our intuition is wrong, and I don't feel like our intuition is ever truly wrong. I feel like people make decisions. So in the moment we feel that true feeling of what we feel someone is doing or what their intentions are, they can always switch them a moment later. Everybody has free will choice, right? So it's like, I don't feel like your intuition is really wrong. And I would say start trusting in that again. Um, it is always entirely up to the person who is creating their life, just like you're creating your life, right? So I want to say follow your intuition. It's not wrong. Because I feel like at one point that person maybe did have honest feelings and wanted to move something forward, and then, you know, whatever else happened in the past to make it fall down around your ears and their ears. I feel like that person in the past was a really good liar, could have been a good manipulator. I heard a schmoozer. So it's like they just had some maybe not so wonderful qualities. And instead of seeing you as an opportunity to be the best version of themselves, they just decided to stay in their fear, right? And now you're sitting in their position. You have the opportunity to create something beautiful. Which direction are you going to go in? Faith or fear? You're either going to have faith that this is a brand new experience and spirit and your intuition is guiding you in the right direction, whether it's good or bad or in between. It's ready for the new opportunity, right? To really create something. Or it's fear and it's giving just little bits and it's kind of breadcrumbing and it's not fully committing to the moment, not being fully present. It's like you have the opportunity to choose just like that person did. Which one are you going to choose? I feel like I know which one you're going to choose, but I feel like when you hear it that way, it's like, well, when I hear it that way, it makes it pretty obvious what I should do, right? Yeah, I do hear faith and fear. They can't live in the same place. They're so opposing that they can't live in the same place. So it's like, who are you going to choose to be? Yeah, it's your call. I heard it's your judgment call. Which one do you want? Where do you want to see this going? What path are you going to take? I think you might take the one to the Lovers. I love it. Okay, yeah. And with the Empress, you might start nurturing it. It could be very abundant, very beautiful, very powerful, very strong. I love it. Yeah, look, it could go right into the Ten of Cups. I'm going to drop it here. The energy is fantastic. I feel like it's beautiful for your growth. You know, sometimes we go through those experiences and there's nothing wrong with you. It's, you know, you've learned that, you know, there is fear. There's a healthy amount of fear stepping into love. And that's okay to know and acknowledge. But at the same time, you have to realize that if you're looking to jump in and you're looking to create something, you have to go, you almost have to go all in, right? You have to know that it's going to go either way, and you have to be okay with no matter what way the chips fall, right? And I feel like knowing that means you're ready to step in. It's like when you just know that you want to give it a try. I feel like this person may feel right to you and you may want to give it a try. Your intuition could be saying, this is the right type of person to nurture. We've got a lot of great balance here with that. Where is he? That King and Queen of Pentacles. We can make this solid and strong. We can be emotionally fulfilled together, right? We can create something, a family, blended family, a future, right? I feel like it's fantastic energy. there's no surprise that the Tower came to the top as we were getting ready to close out the reading. This experience of the past, don't let it stop you from building strong in a new direction. This was meant to be a lesson, not a life sentence, okay? All right, let's hop in here. Your initials, their initials, and any other messages that may channel through. We had a P standing up. All right, we've got, oh wow, another P. P is very significant, and an R. First, middle, last name. Okay. Could be something important in that reading that you needed to hear, even if you take one thing. These are always general readings. So, you know, take what resonates. I'm just the reader, you know, I just let you know what is coming so you can make a well-informed decision about what you want for yourself. Just because it's coming in your direction doesn't mean you have to take it. Just because I say it's going to be an excellent opportunity doesn't mean you have to dive in, right? It's all really what you want. So it's Spirit just letting you know you have something coming in, an opportunity coming in where you get to choose. To either step up to the plate, really swing that bat. I see somebody digging their foot in, again, with that baseball energy here. That could be a thing for someone. Okay, we've got a blank, but I see them really, really focused on the pitcher. So it looks like it's going to be a home run. If you put your energy into it and you really step up to the plate, you can't fail. I really don't feel like there's an opportunity for that in this energy, but I feel like past experiences would have you thinking otherwise. Yeah, I hear have those past experiences loosen their grip. They don't need to carry you into the future, especially because I feel like some of you may already, now I almost have a timeline. So it's like, I don't know if I'm talking to somebody who has been with this person for a while. It's like you really know this person, you really trust this person, you really love this person. I want to say they may be saying or talking more towards the future, and you may be a little hesitant. Maybe marriage is a scary thing because maybe you've seen marriages in your life fall down, right? You've seen maybe with parents or maybe with people that you thought would last forever. And I feel like that can be a little disheartening. It can be a little frightening. So it's like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's seen reasons as to why these fears are so solid, right? But I want to say it's time to reprogram those. It's time to be maybe a little more optimistic about what you can have, right? I just heard something about gelatin. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it looked like a dessert. It looked like cherry or strawberry or jello with layers of like whipped cream and like strawberries or cherries. It kind of looked like, oh, you know, I'm getting a lot of the color red. So I want to say it looked like somebody was making someone a special dinner and then making dessert. So it's like, I almost kind of feel like this person is looking to treat you or maybe looking to propose for some. If this is not you in the now and you don't already have something existing with someone or long-standing with someone, you may even have children with this person and you're still not certain if it's like marriage is the right step for you or if that's going to be a safe bet, right? It's like there's financial things or monetary things or worries that maybe kind of mix in. It's like I changed my name and then I changed my license and I changed my bank and I changed my, it's like there's a lot that goes with it and there's a lot of fear of being cheated or manipulated. So like I said, there's just something like that. And I don't know if it was people kind of pressing their fears on you. They would say, don't ever get married. Like if they're going through a rough time and you took that as like okay, that's law, right? I'm not going to do that. It's like, look at all the trouble it caused, auntie here, or look at all the trouble that it caused mom or dad, right? Um, and I feel like their experiences are not your own. That's first and foremost. Um, yeah, I heard it's tea. It's tea. I feel like I hear something about your body. Your body knows it's right. It's like with this person, you feel calm. Ah, okay. So I want to say for those of you, it's like your body will speak to you. Those people that you can trust, you'll feel soft around. You'll feel free to be your silly, goofy self, or to express your sadnesses, your worries, right? They make space for you there, right? Um, and I feel like if there's anybody to try with, it would be that type of person that gives you that feeling, right? I want to say when you know it's right to try it, you'll know. It's not going to be somebody who makes you confused or makes you feel like you don't have a place in their life, or you do sometimes, but not all the time. It's going to feel very safe, not very, it's like in and out or back and forth, right? I feel like there's a difference, and I feel like you know that, right? Um, there are some that is, you know, I want to say a safer bet. It doesn't always work out in the long run, but I feel like you'll know. And that's what I want to tell you. You'll know. I hear something about Nona. I don't know if Nona, or maybe you have a grandmother who things didn't work out for her and her husband. It's like, and that was like a eye opener or something. I'm just seeing that somebody's fears become your own for some. For others, it is past experiences that you've gone through that give you a healthy dose of fear, or have given you a healthy dose of fear. I do want to say, I hear something about Odin as well. I heard bring me a strong, powerful person. It's like someone who is strong enough to move with me, strong enough to grow with me. And I feel like what that strong person looks like, whether masculine or feminine, is they're very loving, they're very gentle, they're very kind, but also their presence is very felt. They're very present with you, is what I want to say. I feel like you'll know. I just want to say you'll know. I heard because the heart in you knows. So for whoever it's for, I heard, come on, baby. It's like, think it over. Or, you may have someone next to begging you to make the commitment or take that step, right? This person may be expressing all the time how much they see a future with you, right? Something could have been going on since Valentine's Day up through now. So maybe planning a future together, or planning more of a future. Yeah, I just saw someone planting flowers in a garden, or planting what looked like a tree. Um, I love that. And that's the symbol that I'm kind of getting throughout this reading. It's like you're looking for the right thing, but holding back just in case if it's not. And what Spirit was showing me is two people planting a tree, right? It's like you could go out and buy me flowers, but I'd rather you plant a garden with me. That means that you'll be there while it blooms. You'll be helping to tend to it as it blooms, right? So it's like you're looking for someone to plant the garden with, but so fearful that it's not that right person that you might miss out on the opportunity. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Spirit saying, don't miss out, right? If it's something you truly wouldn't, if it's someone you truly wouldn't mind spending your life with, you feel like it would be the right person. And then I hear, hopefully it goes the right way. So that's just it. All right. I'm so sorry if I'm repeating myself. I do that sometimes when the energy is very, very powerful. And when I listen to it back, I'm like, oh, stop it. But, hopefully I'm not. But I do kind of feel that way. Like the message is being so strongly pushed. Let's see what we've got here. What do we have for the collective? What else do we have for the collective? Yeah. You know, you may have this very in and out, it's like here but not here energy with the ghost. I feel like you see this person to be unique and different, or they see you. It could be switched as well. You could be on the receiving end of this energy, and it could be your person that's kind of feeling this way or acting this way. Like I said, general readings. I do feel like there's a lot of spirit on deck, really kind of watching over this situation, trying to help. I wanted to say this person actually appear more solid. It's like more solid, more stable, more present. Yeah, it's like I saw what looked like the ship, and it looked like the waves were huge. So emotionally, I feel like this is something that throws this person for a loop. It's not just a little thing sometimes, or they feel like it's not just a little thing. The emotional waters are deep and frightening. The waves looked dark and kind of ominous, right? So I saw somebody trying to look for, it's like you may see like rocks in the water, and it's like trying to get the ship through the strait when there's all these crazy waves going on. So it's like trying to steer away from potential danger, but still trying to chart the waters. So it's like spirit saying, I heard just trust a little more, just trust a little more. Everything, since nothing fell in the ancestor hand here, everything is in fact the gift. That's how this charm works for me. So it's like all of this experience is in fact the gift. Look how these things get clamped together. Two people get clamped together. Spirits on deck trying to help this person see that they can be more solid and more stable here. They can feel really tuned in, tapped in, and secure. It's like I hear two unique hearts that fit together beautifully, and I feel like that's the gift. It's like getting past this blockage is the gift. You've got everything you need. You've got all the tools necessary to move it forward. Okay. I feel like that's what we have, collective. That's what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.